Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on a video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So, it is April already. 2020 is just flying by, and man, what a year it has been. Am I right? Am I right? But you know, we are keeping strong. We are making our way through it as best as we can. Hopefully you guys are going out there and, hopefully you guys are keeping your ass inside and practicing your social distancing and not going out there. One of my jobs is an essential business, which means that I have to vacate my house every so often throughout the week to go work that job and deal with real life human people and whatnot, but I'm being as safe as I possibly can. I'm keeping myself protected, washing my hands like every 5 minutes. And when I'm not working, then I come home. And since my other jobs are not essential businesses, that gives me a lot more free time to make videos, as I've mentioned over the last couple of weeks. So I figured I would give you guys an update what you can expect to happen over the next month or so. So I mentioned a couple videos ago that I was starting to make use of my Patreon account. I created it back in March of 2019, and then literally did nothing with it since then. But about a month ago, or like 3 weeks ago or something like that, I was reacting to Mel C from the Spice Girls, her new music video for Who I Am. It was a subscriber request. But every time I tried to upload it to the channel, I immediately got emails from YouTube that my video's been blocked. Immediately been blocked. No matter how I edited the video, no matter how much I mirrored the image, I made it transparent, I dialed down the volume, I cut pieces out, but no matter how I tried to assemble it, I just could not get it past YouTube. So then I was like, you know what, fine, I'm gonna upload it to Patreon, so that, because I spent the time recording this and editing this, damn it, people are gonna watch it. So I uploaded it to my Patreon and I made it free because that was my original intent. But since I've started making use of my Patreon, I said in one of my previous channel update videos that I was going to stop reacting to performances that are on singing competition shows, because when I was reacting to KZ Tendingen on Singer 2018, I got my first copyright strike. My video was deleted. All of that hard work was gone forever. I don't have it backed up anywhere, and I've got a copyright strike against my channel, and I was like, I don't want to risk that anymore. I don't want to risk any more copyright strikes. But I found it extremely difficult, especially with the singing competition shows, to upload reactions to that. I'm not sure how other people are bypassing that and getting around it, but for me at least, whenever I've tried to upload singing competition show performances, I immediately get an email that they're being blocked in X number of countries, or they're being blocked everywhere, or whatever, copyright infringement, and it's terribly frustrating. I had to alter my reaction to Marcelo Pomoy on America's Got Talent like 6 times before I finally got it to get past all of that, and so that it can be seen on YouTube. But I said, like, I just didn't want to go through that on YouTube anymore, so I wasn't going to react to that anymore until I could find another means of hosting those videos. So I'll be using my Patreon some more. So I'll be bringing back my hashtag Singer Saturday reactions, hopefully starting tomorrow. And yeah, I'll be uploading them up to Patreon. So if you guys would like to support me or support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to subscribe to Patreon for as low as $1. You can get access to all my Patreon exclusive videos, but you don't have to subscribe, because I'm still going to put out what videos I can put out on YouTube, and I'm still going to take requests on YouTube and all my other social media, just like I do everything else. Just Patreon, like I said, is what I'm going to use for videos that I can't really put on YouTube for fear of copyright strikes and copyright infringement. And my goal with Patreon right now is really just to make enough money to pay for additional storage space for hosting those videos, because since I can't upload them to YouTube, I have to upload them somewhere. So right now I have them in my Google Drive. So either I need to expand my Google Drive space, or I need to like go to Vimeo and get like a professional account so I can upload larger videos. Like either way, I'm gonna need to invest some sort of money to have the space to store those videos that I'm using that I'm going to be putting on Patreon. So that's all I'm really hoping to get out of Patreon right now, just to kind of pay for that. So that's all good and whatnot. Anything outside of that would be dandy. But yeah, so that will be Patreon. And then I'm also wanting to bring back my top 10 or my top whatever lists. I don't really know if I did any. I had ideas for top 10 lists and whatnot that I was going to do, and I started recording some stuff, but I don't know if I ever actually got around to uploading any of them. I know I did back in like September, November, back when I was a fan of last. I did my top Kelly Clarkson. I started a bracket challenge where I was going through each of her albums to see what my favorite track is on each album so that I can determine what my overall favorite Kelly Clarkson song is. I only got it through her first album, so I want to bring that back. I don't think I'll be doing that like on a weekly basis or anything like that, just because it can be kind of a beast to edit. So I think I might do one of those like once a month or maybe twice a month, something like that. I'll see. But I'm going to be bringing that back in April, so I'll be diving into Breakaway. Yay. Let's see. Speaking of Vanna, I did mention that I was supposed to be taking part in a Harry Potter themed drag show at the end of this month. I mentioned that in my last channel update video. Well, as we're in the middle of quarantine and COVID-19 and all that, and everything is closed and all events have been canceled and all that kind of stuff, as you can guess, the drag show has also been canceled. Well, it's been postponed. It's been moved back to September. Hopefully things have straightened out by that time. God, I hope so. But yeah, so that will no longer be happening. But on April 18th, which is just like 2 weeks away, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, an organization that I've worked with before, Life Amplified, is going to be putting on a free digital concert. So Life Amplified is an organization that basically works in conjunction with different charities, and they throw these fundraising events, and all of the money goes to whatever particular charity that they're hosting the fundraising event at that time. So like I've done fundraising concerts with them to raise money for animal shelters. I've done it to raise money for local theaters in the area. I remember one was for some organization that uses horses as therapeutic treatment for post-traumatic stress disorder in soldiers. Like it's just an array of different charities that they've raised so much money for over the last like 6 or 7 years, however long Life Amplified's been around. So they approached me and they're like, hey, we want to put on a digital concert and it'll be completely free and it'll be a pajama party. So that means that I don't have to wear pants. And you guys probably shouldn't either because pants are awful. Yay, I'm not wearing pants now. But it's going to be a fun dandy time. So if you guys are interested in watching, there's going to be 40 of some of the best musical theater performers from across the United States taking part in this. I'll also be there, or I decided that my alter ego, Miss Vanity Scarlet, will be there. So since I don't get to be in drag for the Harry Potter show at the end of the month, I figured I'll be in drag for this, because why not? It's been a while, and she's been itching to come out for a little bit. So if you're interested in watching that, I'll put all the information down in the description, and you can follow the link to get all the information about how you can get the link and watch and blah 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 and all that kind of stuff. But again, that's April 18th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what time that is across the world to you guys, but you guys got like 2 weeks to figure all that stuff out. Let's see. Ooh, one other thing an idea that kind of hit me. I'm kind of just bouncing all over the place here. I got my little list here, but heads all over the place. But as far as reactions go, I was thinking about incorporating like an artist of the month type thing, and how I'm seeing it working is because someone commented on one of my recent Regine Velasquez reactions that I should react to her singing Separate Ways, which I'm assuming is the song by Journey, although there could be any number of songs named separate ways, but that's the one that came to mind. And then when I read that, I was like, Regine doing Journey, this sounds like fun. But I'm like, you know what? Journey is such a popular band, and they have so much music that I'm certain so many other people have also covered them. I'm certain Morissette's covered some Journey song at some point in time. I'm certain Kelly Clarkson has. I'm sure Katrina has. I'm sure so many of the artists that I normally react to, and probably so many other amazing artists out there have, you know, covered Journey at some point in time. So hypothetically saying that Journey was the artist of the month, basically what would happen is I would put out like a poll either on here or on Patreon. I'll figure those details out later, or both. Basically asking you guys for input for who you think the artist of the month should be, and I'll leave the poll up for like 2 or 3 weeks and whatnot. And then for the last week of the month, the entire week would be nothing but reactions to people covering that artist of the month's music. So if Journey was the artist of the month, that last week of the last week of the month would be nothing but me reacting to people covering Journey songs, and probably some actual Journey. If Kelly Clarkson was the artist of the month, it would be nothing but people covering Kelly Clarkson songs. If Katrina Velarde was the artist of the month, nothing but people covering Katrina songs, so on and so forth, blah blah blah. So that's the idea I had, just to kind of spice things up, shake things up a little bit, and to kind of just get me into other artists, because like, while I do love the people that I love, obviously, because I feature them on the channel, I do like experiencing new people and people that I wouldn't have thought of. So I feel like this would be a fun way to take music that I'm familiar with and then see people that I'm familiar with, but also brand new people potentially who are also taking on this amazing music and then getting introduced to this amazing set of people over here. So if you guys like that idea, or if you guys have any ideas for who could potentially be the first artist of the month, we'll get that ball rolling. I'll put up a poll probably in the next few days and whatnot and see what you guys have to say. Crud, I just had a thought. I had one more thought, and it's running away from me. Oh, I remember. So earlier today, if you follow me on Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook, you would have seen in my story that I was having kind of an impromptu throwback, just pop music jam session. And if you're not following me on any of those platforms, what are you doing with your life? Like, all the information's like in the description of all my videos. Go. We have fun over there. And you see things over there that you don't see on YouTube, so go. But it started with me, just listening to Toni Braxton, and then that just automatically transitioned, I think, into Danity Kane, which then transitioned me into Brooke Hogan. And then at some point I was listening to Lindsay Lohan, and then one of my followers on Instagram led me over to Paris Hilton, brought me back to that jam, Stars Are Blind, and then I was listening to Jewel at some point. So like I was bouncing all over the place, and it just gave me so much fuel and made me so excited to react to some throwbacks. So I think I'm gonna just record a bunch of throwback reactions tonight in this recording session, and then I'll just, release them throughout the next couple of weeks and whatnot. But I'm just really excited for that. So if you guys have any other kind of throwback jams that I can react to, well, let me know about that. But yeah, I think that was pretty much everything that I wanted to cover. Oh, Kelly Clarkson is a goddess, in case you guys didn't already know that, in case I haven't said that enough. But the new single that I have been dying for her to release, because I heard, rumors of it back in January, that it was supposed to be released in January, and we're now in April, is going to be released this month, April 16th. It's called Dare You or I Dare You. And she's releasing it not just in English, but she's collaborating, I think, in 4 or 5 other languages with other artists from those languages, and I'm just so super excited. I'm so excited for this, and you guys should be too. So expect an abundance of reactions to those songs and those versions of that song in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, I think that's everything I had. So Patreon, I'll be starting up my Singer Saturday reactions again, and they'll be uploaded on Patreon. Feel free to join and support. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. You have my appreciation and my love and all that kind of stuff. Bringing back my top 10, starting with diving back into whatever my favorite song from Kelly Clarkson is, and then once I finish that bracket system, I'll pick a different artist and do the same thing. My Artist of the Month reactions, and the virtual fundraising concert thing. And the virtual concert on April 18th at 16th? 18th. Crap. Whatever day I said before. At 8 p.m. So again, all that information will be down in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love ya. Hey guys, don't forget to check out the playlist on my channel for all of your favorite reaction videos. We've got playlists for Morissette Amon, Kelly Clarkson, Katrina Velarde, Tori Kelly, and more, so be sure to check them out.